So how do your PowerShell scripts know if they're running on Windows, Mac, or Linux? Well, in this episode, I'm going to show you how to do that in code. Since PowerShell 7 can be ran on Windows, Mac, and Linux, sometimes you might be writing some code that's very specific to one of those operating systems. So there is a way for your code to detect which operating system it's running on. Let's take a look. So this machine is running PowerShell 7, and I'm going to type in get variable. Scrolling up to this list of variables, there's three Boolean variables that are very interesting to me. And right here there is Linux, is Mac, and is Windows. So what we can do is use those variables so that our code knows which version of our code that it needs to run on. Let's take a look at just a little tiny bit of sample code. So here's a little sample code to demonstrate using these variables. And there's several different ways we can do this, but I'm going to do it with an if statement. So what I have here is just a variable that I'm assigning null that's going to eventually hold the value that lets us know which operating system we're on. Then I have an if statement. Now that if statement is going to look at those three different Boolean values and assign a value to host OS for me to use later on. So let's go ahead and run this program. And I can see the output is Windows. So this thing successfully detected which operating system that it is running on. Now again, this code comes in very handy if your code potentially could run on different OSs in your environment. Maybe if it is on Mac, you don't want it to run. Or if it is running on a Mac, you need code written a different way. This gives you the opportunity to make sure your code will function as intended across all three platforms. Thank you for watching. Give this video a thumbs up, hit that subscribe button, and drop me a comment with any questions that you have.